Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. And if you guys are new, welcome back. And if you guys are new subscribers, thank you. So today I'm going to be talking about wise wisdom. I'm going to give 3 tips that could be beneficial for your life. It was beneficial for me to understand, and I figure I would pass it along so that it could be more beneficial for others. I'm going to get right into it. The first wisdom of advice that I would give is don't waste your energy on people that don't really want solutions to their actual problems. An example what I would give is I remember on numerous occasions I would have so-called friends that would just basically want to complain on the phone for numerous hours at end. And I would give them solutions to their actual problem, but they kind of would just dismiss it or act like they didn't even hear it. And there would be moments where I would be like, okay, because I thought that that's what you wanted. You know, you're complaining, so I would think you would want a solution to the actual problem. But in reality, and then sometimes people can look at it vice versa, where they just want to vent to just express themselves. But then I started to notice it became a repetition in as far as a pattern, where sometimes it was the repeated same story over and over, where they had a mindset where they became like a victim mentality. And I looked at it in the situation as this is not valuable and this is wasting my time and energy and I'm getting nowhere. And I don't really want to listen to somebody complain when they're actually not doing anything about it to solve the actual problem. And it just makes it look like, in my mindset, that you are stuck, you're living in stagnant energy, and you don't want to propel and move forward in life to make your life more better. I'm all about change. I'm all about if people can get to a capacity of life of trying to change and better themselves. But when people are stuck, it's not my responsibility to go out of my way to try to help them and try to assist. Now, if they ask me for help, it flows more easily because you're not meeting resistance. But I find that you meet resistance when you offer sometimes advice, when sometimes people don't even want to hear the advice or the solution actually to the problem. They just want to complain and have a mindset of poor me, poor me. And it's just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like right there and then I have a light bulb moment where I'm like, I need to pull back my energy and time and not waste it on somebody that obviously does not care. And I also look at it in a perspective where these people literally have to have time and reflection for themselves. You know, I can be responsible for anything in this world, but I especially am responsible for my actions. So I can pull myself out of that situation and look at it like, this is not bettering myself, therefore it's not benefiting towards the other person. So I feel like, let me remove myself from this situation so that I don't waste my time and energy into this situation, because I feel like it's not meaningful and it's not purposeful and I'm not getting anything out of it. Therefore, the other person isn't it either, because they're fine where they are in that position. So I just feel like that would be a good wise wisdom advice, to not waste your time and energy on people that really don't want help and just want to complain and basically stay in stagnant energy and just basically be stuck. I feel bad and all, but it's just like, an example would be you take an actual camel, and you know, I don't know if you heard of the saying where you actually take a camel and you can't force a camel to drink the actual water, but you can lead the camel to the actual pond that where the water is. And I can't say this to the camel, drink. That's not my responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, that camel can sit there for years, months, and still not want to drink that water, but that's not my responsibility. And I feel like that's not my energy being used wisely. You know what I mean? If somebody comes to me and asks me for help, that's a different thing. Like, if I offer somebody else's, I like to see if I offer advice and it's going somewhere and it's benefiting something and people are taking it. And it's to say vice versa. Not everybody can take my advice and feel like it's beneficial. Everybody's entitled to their opinion and everybody's entitled to take what they want. But if I feel like I'm giving somebody good advice and they don't want to take it and they don't want to change the problem and make it better, then I feel like, well, the only thing I can say is it's on you. It's on you to make the change to better your life. That was the first one. The second advice I want to say is having compassion for not only yourself, but for others. It goes both ways, like tennis. I have compassion for myself. I have to have compassion for others. I have love for myself. I have love for others. And most of all, I feel like a lot of people need to know this. And this is very, very important. Forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself and forgiveness for others. You are not responsible for other people's actions, but you are responsible for your own. And a lot of times I give this an example for having love. You have to give yourself self-love first before you can love anybody else. And you can't look to outside of other things to provide that love. You have to go within yourself to really go through a deep dive of finding that within yourself, of finding that self-love to fill that up for yourself. You can't look towards others to feel it for you because this is going to be an empty, constant void that you're trying to seek that will never be fulfilled. So if you can give yourself the most abundance of self-love and self-care, then you can automatically give it effortlessly to others, which is a remarkable, beautiful gift to give. And then also compassion. Like if I'm around somebody and I hype somebody up and I'm like, you did a really good job. I'm proud of you. Excellent job. Like I'm just having so much compassion for this person, then I should give it to myself. Like Agnes has done a good job. You know what I mean? And she has done a wonderful job. And I'm proud of what she does in life. You know, I can say that for myself. And then I can say, you know, Agnes, you look good today. Or Agnes has such a good smile. If you say that towards others, give it back towards yourself 110%. Because you'll feel it. You'll feel the change within yourself. You know, and then also having forgiveness. Forgiveness is a wonderful key to propel and moving forward in life and letting go and not being stuck in the past. You know, like sometimes people are like, well, she did this to me and she did that to you. But think about it. She can hold on to whatever she done. Like if somebody has done something to me, I forgive them. I forgive them dearly because there's no need for me to hold on to it. What am I holding on for? What benefit does it have for me? And is it a healthy benefit to hold on to it? No. Long term, it's not good. It deteriorates your health, your mental mind frame, like your mind, your body physically. Just let it go. It's just when things happen to you on an emotional level, just learn to have forgiveness and forgiveness for yourself, not to be hard on yourself because nobody is perfect. Everybody is a work in progress. We are a work in progress as we get up every day and whatever task that we do in a 24-hour basis. We are all works in progress, you know, and we're doing the best that we can. So always have forgiveness for yourself. Always have forgiveness for others because we are not in a position to judge others, but we can forgive people for what they've done to us because there are times where people have done wrong to you, but don't let it drag you down mentally and physically, and don't let it get to a point where you are stuck and you can't move forward in life to understand yourself on a deeper meeting. Like, I find that when people tend to hold grudges, forgiveness is the key to help with healing. And the next thing that I would give towards Wise wisdom is learning that you can always rewrite your future if you don't let your past get the best of you. That's why there are sometimes people walk around and people are like, well, I was abused in the past, or my mother did this to me in the past, and my father did this to me in the past. And I'm just like, why are you constantly thinking about the past when you're a completely different version of yourself? The person you are today as an adult can be completely different from where you was 4, 5, 6 months ago or 5 years ago. You're a completely different person. So what does the past have anything to do with you, who you are today? And I can understand if it's beneficial. It made you who you are today, but you don't have to allow yourself to be stuck in the past as if you're reliving it as of right now. You know, you can go through especially like an example, if somebody actually was abused as a child, that couldn't be helped because you didn't know what to do. You were helpless. Like it's like you were a child and you didn't know any better. Your mindset didn't know any better. You were helpless. You were defensive. You know what I mean? Nobody couldn't help you at that time. But you being the way you are now as an adult, I'm pretty sure you would not allow that to happen to you as of today in the present moment, because your mind has changed. The way you think, the way you talk, the way you act is completely different. So if you let go of the past, you can propel yourself towards writing a new future for the present. It doesn't allow you to get stuck at all. So my mentality is let go of the past because it has no reflection towards your current future. You know, some people are like, well, this happened in the past, but it did, but you don't have to keep reliving it as if it's happening today. There's no benefit for it. But what you can do is try to learn from what happened in the past and try to move forward and allow yourself to have forgiveness, compassion, and love, and just learn to know that at this point in time, I'm rewriting a better future for myself, and I can allow myself to progress and grow and go through some type of healing process. Because when you heal, you are on a better future on how the way you view yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So those are the 3 wisdoms that I have. I hope these were very beneficial. And please share your experience down below, because it's not only beneficial for me, but it's beneficial for others, because it allows other people to connect as a whole, so we can have different perspectives of understanding that everybody has issues and problems, and when you talk and express your story, it helps others too, and some people heal at the same time. Thank you for listening.